Indeed, what can counter them? How you generally have to play against it. Yeah, although, well, apparently, for example, Zenity actually also had a yellow deck that was doing very well. But when we casted him, he did the other colors, yeah. He was playing yellow before that, so... So yeah, no, there were a couple of yellow decks going around, but we were just unlucky. But we'll talk about yellow flies.
And we are back. Welcome
Hello.
back, everyone.
Welcome back. So yeah, there are still some games being played, and after that there's going to be a 10-minute break before the second round brackets will go up.
Yep.
However, we've listened to your feedback, or at least we've listened to one guy's feedback.
Still counts.
Still counts. And, well, he said, you know what, you guys are doing a great job at casting, however, during the break, the commentary breaks, you sometimes don't have anything to really say, and you're constantly looking at the battle fee, showing the battle fee, and that's not very interesting. Maybe you should talk about decks, or play some games against each other, showing off some unusual decks. Well, I don't think we'll be able to play some games against each other, because we'll have to keep an eye out on Discord and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, not to mention it might confuse viewers that just tune in, being like, is this the tournament? And it's like, no, not really, but...
Indeed. However, talking about decks is actually a very good idea, so we are going to do just that.
Yep.
We are now going to talk about red-blue decks, which have been very popular.
At least on our stream.
On our stream, yeah. On our stream, it's very popular.
It's all we've been seeing on our stream. That and blue-green.
Yep, but I think even on the ladder, it's still also very popular, and generally a lot of people are running the red-blue.
Yep,
or they have at least one deck that's red-blue.
I've been running it a lot, or I've been playing into it a lot.
Yeah,
running into it a lot, forgive me, as of last night when I was laddering, and it can be a very frustrating deck to go against. One thing you really need to look out for is the, what are they called? The Blood Spires? The Blood Obelisks. There we go, Blood Obelisks. If you're unable to kill those, and they're able to start guarding them, they're going to end up winning the game with almost no problems. It's very, very tough once you let it get rolling.
The thing about Blood Obelisk is that if your opponent is playing a red-blue deck, and he plays a Blood Obelisk, a lot of the times he will follow that up with something like a board wipe.
Yep.
If he doesn't manage to board wipe you, and you have an opportunity to kill the Blood Obelisk, kill that Blood Obelisk. Kill it ASAP. Maybe even just don't play anything and wait until you can kill that Blood Obelisk, because that Blood Obelisk will gain so much value. But I feel the biggest strength in red, blue, and white so popular is because of the fact that it has such an easy time controlling the board and getting those board wipes.
Yep, definitely. The board wipes are a really good way to come back.
Yeah, so like basically why this color combination works so well, I think, in this meta, is that blue has a lot of tricks that can lower the HP of big creatures, and it can turn the big creatures into frogs, and it can turn it into 4 mirror phantasms. And red has actually an easy time killing creatures of 4 health and below. Anything of 5 health, red has a hard time killing, or 5 plus health. 4 health and below, red has an easy time killing, and blue does exactly that. It changes the enemy's creatures into something that is 4 health or lower. That's why it works so well. And they are also blue as the Ancient Heralds, which actually I think kickstarted this idea.
Yeah, definitely. It synergizes really well with a lot of the bulkier red creatures.
Indeed, and these red creatures are generally some creatures you want to get discounted because you can combo them more easily. So you don't have to save up like 20 Faeria before you can finally do a board wipe. You can just save up 8 Faeria maybe. With 8 Faeria, you can play 2 Salamanders, which is 6 damage.
Yep.
But also Gyarados. If you draw a Gyarados with an Ancient
Gyarados can get crazy value.
He's a 7 cost then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. If you get him for 7 costs, it's unbelievable because a Firestorm normally costs 6, and all of a sudden you've got a 6/6 for 1, and it's like, whoa.
A 6/6 Dragon for 1. That also procs the Obelisk.
Yep, that does proc the Obelisk. Which is kind of nuts. Maybe it should. I wonder if Obelisk is like a. Well, I'm not gonna say that's like OP or anything, but
well,
it seems like it's really easy to proc the synergy off gift effects.
No, the thing is with the Obelisk, because the Obelisk used to be proccing off any creature death of your opponent.
I thought it was any creature. Oh yeah, that's true. Whether it be through event or creature.
Yeah, exactly. If a enemy creature died, you gain 2 Faeria.
Yep.
And it used to cost 3 Faeria. Then they upped it to 4 Faeria.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed it to where you have to use creatures to kill the opponent's creatures to gain the Faeria. And they thought, well, because of that nerf, we feel that bring it down to 3 Faeria would make
helpful.
Would be helpful.
But I think it might still need to be 4. I think
yeah.
The commitment is still a little too low, I think.
Indeed.
It seems really easy to pay off, especially once it's like, once you get the first creature off of it, it's almost already paid for itself.
Yep. Or make it like cost 3 or 4 mountains. Mm-hmm. So you have to invest heavy into red.
Yeah, that would be good too. That way it won't get splashed in like other multicolor decks and stuff. I think that would be pretty good. I think like a mono red solution.
Although to be fair, red-blue decks tend to go heavily on the land cards, even on red.
Yep.
Because a lot of their cards actually cost 3 lands.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be enough. But
true.
We might see.
To run red and blue with 3 land requirements is starting to get really heavy in tech investment.
Yep. Now the counters to red-blue, I would say. Green, we've seen some very successful green plays against this deck. Mm-hmm. Especially with the Oakling.
Yep. Feed the Forest, Magda, definitely very strong tools against it.
But that doesn't mean that that green will always win against it, because you've seen in the last match, Cubes lost his first match with his full green deck against the red-blue, even though, as I said, Cubes had a favorable matchup here. Now, it could have also been because of the draws of Cubes. Mm-hmm. He wasn't happy with what he got, and, well, I've already forgot his name.
Kyocho?
Kyocho?
Yeah, Kyocho, I think was his opponent.
Oh yeah, Kyocho. Yeah, so Kyocho managed to get the perfect answers and get a good early game start. However, if blue-red gets a very, very slow start, and green gets a fast start, it will most likely go to green.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, another deck has actually a pretty decent matchup, but it also depends on the early game.
Yeah.
Is actually Flyers. I've played with my Flyers against quite some red-blue decks, and I think I have lost once.
Wow. So I must not be playing it very well.
yeah.
I mean, I only played 1 game yesterday against it, and I didn't really do too great establishing board control. I think I kept a Windborn Champion in my hand as like the only creature or something. I just had a really bad starting hand, and it really messed me up.
Well, the thing about the Flyers is that if Flyers get a good early game start and get out an early Drakkar that can just keep farming and keep buffing your creatures become beefy.
Oh yeah, they get really strong.
They get strong, and they don't cost much for that cost then. Because a June Drake becomes a 5/5, or maybe if you have 2 Drakkars out, a 6/6.
Yeah, which is nuts.
And Windborn Champion becomes 6/6 for 5.
Yeah,
and can move around. And Yellow Flies generally has a lot of momentum. Once Yellow Flies gets his momentum, it's very hard to deal with.
Yep.
Now, red-blue, the red does have some good answers, like Bomb Slinger is really good against Flyers, and so is Firebomb, but not everyone is running Firebomb.
Yeah, the key threats that the Firebomb and Bomb Slinger can take out are the Drakkar Sky Captains for sure. The Dune Drakes can also be taken out. Almost everything in that deck can be taken out, as long as they're not boosted by the Sky Captains, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also the thing is that yellow flyers can also deal so much orb damage in one go.
Yep.
Because of the aviaries.
Yeah, they are pretty crazy, and aviaries give +2/+0 to every flyer, so you can quickly see 6, 12 extra damage on your orb at best, you know? It's ridiculous sometimes how strong they get.
Okay, so all matches in round 1 are complete.
All right.
Next round will begin in 10 minutes.
Yep, so a 10-minute break. Let me set that up real quick, and then we will switch.
We can already discuss who we're going to spectate, because we know the winners.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. You know what? Life Coach is actually also streaming.
All right, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we will have our next match ready for you.
Indeed, so stay tuned. I like that. Yeah, no, I don't think the life coach is this life coach. Then again, he's already in the final, so. I know. I'll type it in chat for you. Yep. I know. Why do the other stream have more viewers? Oh yeah, let's pick our guys. So Chris Small is number 1 currently. Although that doesn't really matter that much. Although, yeah, you know what? Let's go for Joyful Rogue and let's go for Gravekeeper. Or did Gravekeeper win? Let's see. Yeah, Gravekeeper did win his game. So let's go for Gravekeeper first choice and Joyful Rogue second choice. Let me inform Gravekeeper. Oh, let me see. Oh,